Hello, ASY TV people or friends of me. Not sure which way to look. Is it on this side? No, it's this side. Ah, there you are. What are you people doing tonight? I am parking the van here in Las Vegas. I'm in Steven's driveway. Steven Piercy from Rat. He always welcomes me in, but I'm a non-intrusive type of person, and I'm kind of like I got my shit taken care of. I'm good out here. I got a key to the house, but I'm not. Isn't this cool? Little rat freaking keychain. How badass is that? I don't even know what time it is right now. What time is it? I'm freaking exhausted, but I have to deliver content to this channel. So being exhausted doesn't really do a whole lot. Who wants to chat, man? I want to talk to some people. I'm lonely. I have no friends. I have zero friends, especially here in Vegas. I don't have a whole lot. I guess they're friends, but I am eating carbs. It's carb balance. It's like 2 carbs per tortilla. I'm going to have 2. I'm not supposed to be eating this stuff, but I'm switching from carnivore diet to who's on right now. I know I didn't advertise this or anything. So anyways, I'm switching. When I'm on the road, I got to switch to keto because it's just, which is under 30 grams of carbs in a day. I've done way under that. I did have barbecue earlier. I had some sauce, which maybe 10 carbs altogether, just in the sauce, maybe less than that. And I had the Beast. I ate at the Beast inside Area 15 here in Vegas, which is next to Omega Mart, which is Meow Wolf. You again? Wow, what do you just sit around and wait for me to do live streams? Oh man, you're always supporting. I feel bad because I'm not exactly sure. Have we met? Do we know each other? It's kind of weird. I don't usually know everybody. Okay, people are piling on. Cool. Anyways, thank you for your support at all times. This is a carb balance. I stopped at a Mexican restaurant and I said, give me meat, give me pork, and give me chicken. And they gave me meat, pork, and chicken. Oops, where you at? So they put them in those. I gave them $10. Perfect. And then I went to Target and got some organic-y cheese. No carbs in that. Very few carbs in these. No carbs in the meat. Probably some in the salsa, but not many. So I'm well within my wheelhouse for a keto diet. I've officially lost 30 pounds now, and I'm pretty proud of that. I know I'm going to gain weight on the road because I'm sitting and driving for hours and hours and days almost. So, and then I'm eating, a few carbs here, but I'm not trying to justify myself. I got a hell of a workout in at Planet Fitness this morning. I'm really proud of myself. I'm not a gym guy. I'm not a big fan of that. And I'm not a big fan of working out and all that stuff. I'm getting messages. I'm hearing Bear, his dog, who he just brought out, Stephen Piercy's dog, Bear. He's the coolest freaking dog. He's crazy. I love that dog. He said the dog heard me out here, so he wanted to come see me, and he jumped all over me, and I love that dog. And I like their cats, too. Their cats are fantastic. What questions do you got? Yes, I know it's you again. You're amazing. You love ASY TV, and I love you for loving ASY TV. You've probably seen my user because Heath always posts my edits. Heath, oh, you're a Heath one. Okay. Oh, man, that Heath guy. He owes me 15 minutes of footage. And when I get that 15 minutes of footage, you should lay pressure on him. Tell him, hey, film the stuff for Brandon. Stop big timing me. Eat a bite. Really good. Who else is on here? Usually it's you, my mom. I'm choking. It's really dry. Oh, man. And like 6 other people that I know. And then everybody watches this stuff afterwards. Oh, that's a cooler light right there. I look sexier. Do I look sexier like this? No, not at all. She's a Heathy, a healthy Heathy. I'm a healthy Heathy too. I like that guy. He's a good guy. He's fun to hang out with. And he's a name in the wrestling industry. And I like doing the show. It's family. I don't know. Have you met Stephanie and Remy and Roz and the dogs? I think their dog's name is Bear too. Everybody naming their dog Bear. That's what I named my kid. Like Bear is my son. He's doing what he does all day. He probably didn't even know that I left. That's how much he cares about me these days, teenagers. Yes, tell him. Say, get Brandon the footage so we can release the 4th episode. I've been sitting on with this thumb right here firmly implanted in my ass on that project because I can't do nothing because he big timed me in Vegas and didn't let me get my last shot that I needed. That shit drives me crazy, but I love me some Heath. I love me some of this freaking green sauce that they gave me. Holy crap. Trying not to make a mess. For those of you wondering, no, I do not live in my van. I stay in my van because, first of all, I love van life, and eventually I will live in a van. Absolutely. A bigger van than this. Absolutely. I said absolutely twice in the same sentence, didn't I? Hang on. Oh, it's good. Oh, really good. Dry, but good. When you haven't had carbs in a month, trust me, just a few carbs that I'm getting, it's unbelievable. But what was I saying? Oh, I do not live in my van. I do have a place to live. I have a small apartment in Colorado, and I like it because I'm always on the road. Here's the thing. If you watch the ASY TV Life on this channel, then you've seen everything in my life, basically, to include my little place. And you know that I keep that place because I'm always on the road and like at least a week or two out of every month. And then I got to be a dad, and I have a cat who I miss. Oh, I splashed myself. And I'm, yeah. So I have to keep a place for a couple more years while my kid is, before he's 18 and he wants to join the Air Force, whatever the hell he wants to do. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm gone. I'm going to get a nice big Sprinter van, maybe an RV. And I'm out. I'm hitting the road. And I'm going to live full time on the road. And at least for about 5 or 6 years. And my fan just died. I've been grumpy Brandon today because you know how little things kind of just go, it's freaking annoying. The little thing that just happened was I was driving for about 2 hours around town after I went to Omega Mart, which is Meow Wolf. I'm going to show you some stuff I bought there. But the Jackery, I have a Jackery in the front and a Jackery in the back. The one in the back came unplugged from the wall, from the socket. So I thought I was charging my batteries this whole time. It's good to look, Brandon. You need to look and make sure, Brandon. You know this, you dumbass. It was not charging. So I went to plug something in and it was at 0. And now my fan and it's warm in Vegas. I don't know where you people are, but it is definitely warm in Vegas. It's like 60 degrees right now and it's 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I don't know. The phone's right here. So yeah, I might have to roll the windows down a little bit today, and hopefully I'm going to Los Angeles tomorrow, so I'm hoping that it'll charge up by the time I get there because I have no idea where I'm sleeping in Los Angeles, which I like. I like the fact that I have no idea where I'm going to be sleeping this day or next day. My vegan kitty, my cat's a vegan? Oh, she did stop eating meat. Maybe, did you see that on a prior episode or something? She, you have 2 dogs and everyone names their dog Bear. It's just weird to me. I thought that was like a hairy homosexual. That's what bears used to be. And that's not why I named my kid that. I had little 2 stuffed bears and I just attack him when he was a baby and go, bears, 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 bears. And he'd crack up like crazy, back when he loved me. He still loves me. He's just a freaking teenager. This is my van bottle. Very trusty van bottle. I found it at a reclamation sale type. They sell Amazon stuff that gets returned and all that for like $1. Like, really? Okay. What else? Let me show you my my cash from Omega Mart, which is inside Area 15. If you're in Vegas and you don't go to Area 15, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, my cat. Geez, I've had her for 16 years. I love her to death. She's another reason I have to have a home, like a house. She would devour turkey, like deli turkey and chicken, and whatever the hell I put on the floor. Beef, didn't matter what animal it was, she would devour it. Lately, she just wants these little, like, temptation treats to have the little crunchy stuff. She likes the one with the catnip flavor. She's an asshole. Like, she loves cheese. And I put cheese down. She's just like, cheese? No. Wanders off like, I just put food on the floor for you. Now I got to pick it up. Or even worse, she'll like lick it for a minute and it'll scatter it everywhere. So I bought some tattooed chicken, a can of tattooed chicken. It's a gimmick. If you've been to Omega Mart, you know about the tattooed chicken. It's cool as hell. I have a shirt with that on it too. Can you see that? It's freaking badass. And then you flip it around and it says pierced potatoes. I like pierced potatoes. I can't have potatoes right now. There's nothing in here, by the way. You can't even open it to like store stuff in there. It's just something I collect things and put them on shelves, as you may already know. I bought an avocado. Did I already show you this? I don't think I did. I'm filming everything for the ASY TV Life YouTube ASY TV show. So I bought an avocado, but it's not an avocado. No, nothing at Meow Wolf is what it seems. It is a coin purse for the van. Or I could put drugs in there if I start doing drugs. Never done drugs, but if I start and I need a place to put crack, I got an avocado. No one's gonna look, especially if I put it in a little refrigerator right here. No one's gonna be like, "Oh, that avocado has crack in it." No, so my crack is safe. Safe. Now, that cargo box I have on top up here sucks to put stickers on. I had a vision of just covering the thing with awesome stickers of all the places that I've been and all the things that I'm doing, which is constantly nonstop. It would have been an awesome sticker collection, and only the ones on the back are still on there because it gets so damn windy that isn't an avocado awesome, dude? They got them at Meow Wolf. I'm sure there's other places that have the avocado, but I love it. Did you see the can of tattooed chicken too? Oops. Anyways, I bought a bunch of stickers. I'm going to try again. I got a little alien sticker that says Area 15 on it. Of course you need that. And all these stickers like $1 or $2. I got a bunch of business cards. I'm constantly doing business. Business. I got Omega Mart. No, it's stupid. They gave me a 10% off discount coupon for the gift shop, and I bought this stuff at the gift shop, and I still have the freaking coupon. But I got an Omega Mart. I'm just gonna put these on the back of the cargo box. There's other stuff in here. Just is full of business cards now. And then I got I had this on the back of my last car before I got the van, and I couldn't get it off of the car to put it on the van, of course. So yeah, I had a different colored one, but I got the pink one now and put that on the back of this van. And then, of course, I got to represent Meow Wolf. They've been so good to me. We filmed at Meow Wolf in Santa Fe, I think 4 times now. This is the second time I filmed at Omega Mart here in Vegas. We did Denver, the conversion station up there, the Meow Wolf in Denver. We did that one time for my son's show. We're going to be back. Thank you to Aaron Barnes and Drew from Meow Wolf for always hooking me up and treating me so good. I really appreciate that. I'm really, really trying to. You're in Australia? No, I've never been to Australia. They have giant spiders down there, and I'm not okay with that. I can accept the snakes, the angry kangaroos, the koala bears that attack you for no reason. I can accept all of that stuff. I almost welcome that stuff and make good footage. But when you give me a spider the size of my van, I'm not okay with that. I'm sorry. But if I do come to Australia, I will look you up and I'm going to buy you some tacos because you've always supported me and I appreciate that. I really, really mean that. Next year, we actually have a bunch of overseas stuff that we're going to be doing. I was in the Army for a while. And I spent a lot of time in Korea, so I really want to get back to Korea and film over there. And I want to spend like a month in Europe. I don't think that You live in Albuquerque, so you know all about Santa Fe. Yeah, Santa Fe's the best. Hang on, I'm so hungry. I don't know why I hit start, maybe because it was getting late, but I don't feel so bad about eating on camera after I've lost 30 pounds because my face isn't like it was like a month ago. So I lost that 30 pounds in a month. If you have weight to lose and you want to get rid of it fast, carnivore diet, it takes a wealth of willpower, which I didn't even realize I had. But once you get into it, trust me, my blood pressure leveled out. It spiked like a few days ago, but I don't know what I was doing. I don't think I slept, and I had a bunch of coffee in me, and I took like medication, like blood pressure medication without eating, which is all stupid. Don't do that. Which reminds me, I got to take it. And I'm hoping to be off of it pretty soon because my blood pressure has been perfect. And I've only been on the carnivore diet for a month, less than a month, actually, like 3.5 weeks. I lost almost 30 pounds and my blood pressure is fine. I have unlimited energy. My only problem is, and I've been experiencing it, and if you watch the future episodes from this trip of the ASY TV Life on YouTube or on ASY TV, I've been being cranky Brandon, and I'm not a cranky guy. I'm like the most, how you doing? Whatever, laid back type of guy. I mean, business is business. If you piss me off, then I got to raise my voice. But this, it comes with being single. Trust me. First of all, you don't get to do what I do if you're not single. But I'm just not a grumpy, angry guy at all. I'm very happy. I love my life. I love my kid. Love my cat. Love my daughter. Love you guys for watching. It's I have a good lot of love here. I've got a Comic-Con coming up. Lots of cool stuff happening. But lately, like the food restrictions and just the hunger. Because you are hungry by the time 1 o'clock rolls around. Because I intermittent fasting as well. You are hungry by that time rolls around. So, see, you just confirmed it for me. The spiders are huge there. But anyways, I've been grumpy Brandon. I don't want to be grumpy Brandon. I just like tonight. Little things got to me. I went to a Walmart looking for just to make some low carb food, and no, this Walmart had no food in it. I'm like, come on, Vegas, like where do you guys eat? You can't just eat buffets every day. You got to get some stuff for home. And there was no food, none. So I just wasted a trip to Walmart. 5 minutes away was Target. I go in there and there's nothing. Finally, and then I find the low carb tortillas and the organic cheddar, and I'm just like, frig it, I'm just gonna get that. I'm gonna stop at this little Mexican restaurant that was like 20 feet away, and I'm just gonna get some meat, and that's what I did, and it's really good. I forgot the name of the Mexican restaurant, otherwise I would tag them and all that. But I've had some really good food today, and yeah, I shouldn't be as hungry as I am right now. Hang on, my piece of chicken was about to fall, so I don't want. I can't be where spiders are that big. I can't be there. When I was in Korea, I remember on post there was like barbed wire, and these giant banana spiders, I think they called them that, were like this long, like literally longer than my head. I don't want spiders that are bigger than my head anywhere near me, not on the same continent. Okay? I know there's spiders everywhere, and they're dicks. They know they're dicks too. They know they're being dicks. I've never been bitten by a spider, but they're dicks. When I was a kid, I'm not afraid of them. I just hate them. I hate spiders. So I will step on a spider. I will punch a spider in its stupid spider face. I will blacken all of his eyes. I don't care. I'll knock his fangs out. Okay. I'm not afraid of them. I just hate them. They're dicks. I remember when I was a kid, 2 things happened to me that involve spiders. Hang on. I'm choking the chicken. Yes. I love having a van that has running water in it. I would show you, but I don't feel like moving stuff around. I have a fridge in here. I have an oven and a stove. I have 2 battery sources, even though one did not charge. And I got this comfy bed with 6 inches of gelled memory foam on it. I am not roughing it, trust me. But anyways, the first spider thing, I was in my old house in Detroit, and we had spiders and rats everywhere because we were very, very poor. I just lost everybody. Wow. Is there a bad connection or something? That's weird. never lose everybody at once. I had like 8 people on there. Now everyone's gone. What? I'm just talking to myself. How stupid is this? Anyways, I'm going to tell the story because, like, for some reason, people watch this later. It's whatever. I turned on a lamp in my bedroom when I was just a baby. I mean, I was maybe 5. I don't even know how old I was. It was barely old enough to remember anything. But I turned on a lamp, and when the light came on, there was a spider inside the lampshade. And of course, when the light's behind the spider, was just hanging in there, the spider looked like it was, the size of the lamp, and it scared the hell out. I remember running. I'm like, Mom or Grandma, whatever, whoever I was living with at the time. It was, I just screamed. There's a giant spider. And I remember this. And they came into the room and they just went in there and went, it was like this big. It was a tiny little asshole spider, but it knew what it was doing. It was being a dick. So, the second thing, I was in school. I think it was actually 3rd grade. I remember the school. It was Hunter something elementary. And I that's all I remember. And everyone around, I was just sitting in class doing whatever the hell I do in class. And everyone around me starts freaking out, looking at me, freaking out. Ah! So I'm like, do I have a booger in my nose? I didn't know what was going on. It was like the first time I ever experienced like mass hysteria all around me and everyone's looking at me. And I didn't know what was going on. So I'm looking around and it was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I look up and it was right here. I was smaller, and in hindsight, and I'm sure I'm being a little revisionist here, but I swear it was this big. I just remember looked up and I could see its work. Oh, gross. Its inner workings, and I'm just like, I remember running out, like ducking down, and it didn't get me, but it tried because it was a dick, and spiders are dicks. And in Korea, that barbed wire would be like this over the sidewalk. So we'd have to walk under those dicks. I hate spiders, man. I hate them. Yeah, they still haunt me because I still remember that. Yeah, poor Brandon. Indeed. I'm not talking to myself. Where it says 0 watching, which is weird because it just it went from like 8 to like 0. It's still at 0, but hey, thank you guys for hanging out, man. I'm literally exhausted. I woke up at 5:30 this morning, and it was really weird when I woke up this morning. I have to figure out a heating situation in this van. I could turn a van on and just run the heat, but that wears down your gas. I have a little ceramic heater. So like when I'm parked out, like it's warm in here now. It's probably not going to stay that way. If last night was any indication, it'll probably get down to the low 40s. I haven't checked the weather, but I have a little ceramic heater that I can run a cord, to the house or whatever if I really need it. If I really need it, I can just go inside Steven's house and sleep on his futon. But I love my van. It's super comfortable here. I just watch TV until I fall asleep, and that's it, man. What else? I love this lifestyle. But I do have to figure out a better heating source. You can't use butane or propane heaters in a small space like this because I'll die. You just can't do it. If you're in a bigger van or an RV, then yeah, you could plug in something like a Mr. Buddy heater. I have 3 of them. I just don't use them. I have a burner stove right there. Here's the thing: if I'm stuck in the middle of winter out in the middle of nowhere and I need heat or I'm going to die because from freezing, of course I will use one of these heaters and, roll the windows down or whatever. I've got a sleeping bag. I got an electric blanket, which is my main source of heat at night, which is why my Jackery, it just drains the Jackery to death. It's not even okay. My trash can. I've never let my trash can get this freaking full. This is ridiculous. So anyways, here's my fridge down here. Full of food, all meat and cheese. And my running water. Can you see? Oh, this thing moves around. That's pretty cool. There's my lighting I'm using right now. My running water's up there. Maybe you've seen it in other episodes, but yeah, I got to figure out a heating situation here. I have a lot of blankets. I have a weighted blanket. I have throw blankets. I have 2 pillows. I have an avocado that holds drugs. Is that what you needed this for, Richard? What are you going to put in your avocado, man? I'll buy you one next time in town and find out where you're at. You're in Albuquerque. Actually, drive right through there. I'll drop it off for you. but you're not getting mine because I need that for the van. That's where all my change and my drugs are going to go again. Wish I could fit a gun in there so if they search the, van, then I want them to find my gun. I shouldn't say that on here, should I? Hey, I got to be safe. I've got bear spray over here. Can I reach that? Nope. Oh, I can. I got this stuff in the van. Yeah, you don't want this in your eyes. It stains you and it burns the shit out of you, okay? I got that. I've got I keep that in the door, easy to access. I've got a lot of knives and hatchets and stuff. Oh shit, I'm sitting on tortillas. Everything went this way. I got a lot of knives, and I've got this, which is an awesome flashlight. Look at it. Oh shit, that's the wrong button. What a dumbass. Is that? Oh, I did hit the wrong button. Okay. So you can turn it on. It's a great flashlight. And if anybody bothers you, that's really scary when you're not expecting it. I almost tased myself, which would have been really, really stupid. I should do it just to see how it is. What do you think? No, I'm not going to freaking do that. It'll stop my heart and I'll be dead in the back of a van. Pretty scary stuff. That's why I make sure to turn it off. And it's a good flashlight, too. I got the sharpest knife in the world. I found that out the hard way. This knife right here is I was using it to open like a it's also a little, I was using it to chop onions or something. I don't know. It was in the Florida trip. Watch the ASY TV Life here on YouTube or on ASY TV. And I was using it to chop something up for food, opening a package or something. And I didn't put it back in its holster, so I reached down to pick it up, and it sliced the shit out of like 3 fingers, and I was bleeding everywhere. Stupid. Yeah, it made me jump too. I wasn't expecting it. That noise was a taser, okay? It's got 1,000,000 watts through that thing, so sorry about your heart. Like they would say in Australia, now that's a knife. It is a knife. That thing is so sharp. It's like I barely touched it, and it just went slice, slice, slice. And my fingers were bleeding everywhere. So I get out of the van, I go around back to where my first aid kit is at, and I'm still bleeding. I'm rinsing it out with the water. I have water running on it, and then I open up the first aid kit, and then I spill it all over the grounds in a Whole Foods parking lot. And there was 1,000 bandages. 1,000 bandages in that thing. I don't think I'm making that number up. They were scattered all over the parking lot, and I'm not a litter bug, and I didn't want to waste the bandages and lose them. So I'm bleeding all over here, and the water just made it worse. And I just wanted to rinse it off and put a Band-Aid on it, but now I'm picking up the Band-Aids with my other hand, which, have you ever tried to pick up a Band-Aid, like packages of, the little things you peel and off the concrete? It's impossible, especially with one hand. I'm spitting everywhere because I just took a drink of water. Hey, sorry if I spit on you, but I was just like one night, and then my whole arm is covered in blood at this point. It was just like the dumbest thing, and I had to go pick up my friend Laura. She was doing a tanning appointment or something. I don't know. It was just really dumb. I wish I would have filmed that whole thing because I enjoy making fun of myself, and I enjoy ridiculing myself because I think it's funny. Oh, that's a knife. Oh, yeah, you heard the zapping through earphones. I almost want to do it a lot now because I'm a dick. Just like spiders. Spiders are assholes. Oh, man. So, in case you're wondering, my night routine is I put these things, I put one right here. This actually goes in the front window, but I like it here better because it doesn't look so obvious that somebody's sleeping in here, just in case someone doesn't want you to sleep in here. I've only gotten a couple knocks where people, like I was here in Vegas last month, parked at the Silverton Casino. Now here's the thing. You can park at Bass Pro Shops. I never have because too many Trump supporters go there and it creeps me out and they're just terrible. I'm kidding. Sorry. No, I'm not. And you can park at Cracker Barrel. Silverton Casino in Las Vegas has a Bass Pro Shop and a Cracker Barrel right next to each other in a giant parking lot where there's a bunch of semis parked. So I said, well, that's like the ultimate freaking parking spot. And I parked, put my little things in the window and turned the van off, turned the light on. I'm sitting in the back. I actually bought some Cracker Barrel when I was eating that kind of carbs, and turned the fan on, turned the TV on, and about ready to pass out. It's like 1:30 in the morning, and all of this is on the ASY TV Life, the Las Vegas trip. I get the big knock, and they're pounding on my door, and I yell out the window. I didn't know if it was a cop or security. I didn't care. I was tired. I yell, quit knocking on my freaking window. I didn't say freaking, but quit knocking on my effing windows. And I think I said something, I'm going to knock on your stupid face or something like that. Whatever blurb came out of my mouth at 1:30 in the morning when I'm exhausted. And it was some like hack security guys in like $20 blazers. No, you can't park here. Silverton Casino doesn't like it when people park here overnight. And I'm just like, you know what, dude? I looked online. They said I could park here. I always research. I don't just do stuff willy-nilly, especially if it's going to end up wasting my time. And then I had to move 25 minutes to another Cracker Barrel, which is just super comfy. But every time now in Vegas, I'm usually here to film with Stephen Piercy from Rat. And I always have to say Stephen Piercy from Rat, not just Stephen Piercy. I don't know. It's Stephen. I'm usually parking his driveway because I'm usually filming with him. And that's great. And I learned on my last trip here that I could sleep at where I slept last night, which is at Camping World. I love Camping World. A lot of the stuff that I have in here came from Camping World. This fan that just didn't work at all from Camping World. I have like 4 fans in here. This one back here also, does it not work? Because the charge is dead. I think this one actually takes batteries. I have a ton of batteries. Yeah, this one's dead. What do I got to do to keep shit working? My Jackery's not charged. My fan is not charged. That needs new batteries. Holy crap. It's warm in here. I'm going to have to crack a window because, yeah. Stop talking about spiders. No, don't mess with cranky Brandon because you'll make me crankier Brandon. I don't want to be crankier Brandon. That's the only side effect from this whole diet that I've had. Like I said, is just once in a while I start getting hangry and I'm just, well, I can't eat. Like right now, what time is it? I don't. Oh, you're in Australia, so I don't even know what time it is. Why is this not letting me see what time it is? Anyway, I have another cell phone coming. I'm gonna have a business one and a personal one, so this will be a lot easier. But the hell was I saying? Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably not supposed to be eating right now. Honestly, it's after 8 o'clock Colorado time. That does me no good. It is 2:29 p.m. in Australia. Wow. So tell me about Australia. Why should I go there and how do I go there and avoid spiders? Is there a possibility of that, or did they just follow? Do they have jobs, like they have suits and ties on and they just like crawl around like I imagine they do? Like you go to a Australian Wendy's drive. Do you have Wendy's in Australia? And you go to the drive, some fast food restaurant, you go to the drive through and there's this like a spider at the window, like, hey, that'll be, $14.29. I'll be like, I don't want your burger. I don't want it. I don't want your fries. I don't want anything from you because you're a dick spider. That's why. So you're laughing because they do. They have jobs. They fill Amazon boxes and they're just everywhere and they're huge. And when they want to, they just go and they chase you down the street and nip at your heels. I hate spiders. Oh, man. So tell me, what do you like about Heath? I'll tell you what I like about this chicken. It's probably the same thing. You don't know what Wendy's is? It's a fast food restaurant like McDonald's, Burger King. It's the one with the little redhead girl with the pigtails. Really? They don't have Wendy's? Okay, now I'm like, what's your like main food there? What do Australians eat? I'm actually very curious. We have an international audience here. We got Australia and Albuquerque, and who else is on here? It says there's numbers. There's people watching. Maybe they're watching without volume or something. I'm only going to do this for another 10 minutes, and then I have to eat the rest of this burrito and go to sleep because I'm so tired. And we got to get up early and drive to Los Angeles. We are filming the Rat Bastards practice tomorrow. I can't wait. I've been there before for the documentary. We're filming KLOS, the main rock and roll radio station. I think the most popular one in the country. We're going to be in those studios. Steven has an interview. And then, damn it, I get to go back to the whiskey. I get to go with Steven. I love that guy. And I love the music of Rat, and his solo stuff is fantastic. If you're a big Rat fan and you don't know Stephen Pearcy's solo stuff, you're insane. It's just as good. It's awesome. Oh, what do we got here? You've liked Heath since 2010. At least there's one of you. Kidding. Heath swears when I first met him, I was at Gallows' house, Luke Gallows, Doc Gallows, whatever. Drew Hankinson's his real name. And I was there, and he shows up. He's not sober. But he swears that the first thing I said to him was, I never really liked you. Those words have never come out of my mouth ever. Maybe, I don't know. The first thing I said to him was, hey, how you doing, man? Can I get an interview with you for this, Talking Shop-a-Mania thing that we're doing? I never said that to him. Why would that come up? I've never met him before then. It's about a year and a half ago. I don't go up to people and go, I never really liked your stuff. Never. Even if I didn't, even if Heath was like the worst thing in the world to me, I'd be like, hey, how's it going, man? Great to meet you, dude. And I wouldn't say, oh, I love your stuff. I'm a big fan. I would never say that either. And I'd never, ever, ever, Heath, if you're not watching, which you're not, I would never say that stuff ever. So I don't know where he got that from, if it was from somebody else, or maybe he had a couple too many. That didn't come out of my mouth, brother. I love Heath, though. I do. I love his family. Remy and Roz, the little girls, are just the sweetest, most interesting. Those girls have a future. I love those kids. It's kind of like the Bennetts, Mike and Maria Bennett, their kids, Freddie Moon and Carver. Yeah, I love them, and they're so sweet. Like Heath's daughter, Remy. I love Remy to death. She's so creepy and cool and just awesome. She came right up to me and gave me a hug and goes, I love you. I'm like, I'm turning my body a little bit, like, because kids are short. And I'm just like, sorry. Like, what do I do? It was really weird. You probably have a duplicate. Oh, that may have said the thing to Heath. I never said that. And nobody is this good looking. There's no duplicate. No. And that's a joke. What was I just talking about? Oh, the Bennetts and their kids. Freddie Moon is a freaking star. I've only met Carver, their son, when he was just literally months old, and a beautiful kid, like these bright, piercing blue eyes, just like his dad, Mike Bennett. But Freddie Moon, when I was at their house filming, that kid just took over. I got to play with Mr. Bread, gingerbread guys, and she just dancing, and everything she said is poetic and just funny and beautiful. That whole family is funny and beautiful. If I could find a relationship anywhere near as just genuine, and of course I don't live with them, I'm sure they have ups and downs and arguments and like everybody does, but they're not putting on a show when I'm running the camera. I don't script anything. The stuff I'm filming with Steven all week, none of it is scripted. So it's literally, I'm a fly in the wall. I got a camera in my hand and I'm just going, well, that's cool. I got that. And once in a while I go, so what's going on? And then they just go. I'll give them a topic, like talk about this club. Boom. And people that I work with are awesome. Even my homegrown talent for ASY TV, they're awesome. They know. Just start talking. Who seems nice? My duplicate? He's not nice. Anyways, that's also where at Gallows' backyard next to his pools, where I met Mike and Maria as well. They're amazing people. And I met a lot of people by that pool, just pulling them aside for interviews. And because I filmed the documentaries for the 2 Talking Shopomanias. That was a lot of fun. I got to interview everybody: Scott Steiner, Rock and Roll Express, The Powers of Pain, Teddy Long, Tommy Dreamer, Jindrak, dude, everybody. I got to meet Randy Orton's brother Nathan, who I'm hoping to do a show with pretty soon. You really want to make a film about my wrestling? I've been wrestling since I was 3. Come on. But I don't know how I lost it, but I don't know how to start. Do you have any tips and stuff? Yeah, I was a pro wrestler for over 20 years. People don't know that. People think I just go around and follow wrestlers with cameras. I actually was a promoter for 13 years. We've ran over almost 252 shows for Asylum Championship Wrestling. If you don't believe me, type in Brandon Bishop, my life, and then put ASY TV, ASY TV. If you put those in the YouTube search, you should have a 10-minute video that comes up that a fan made with all of my, most of it's like hardcore stuff that I didn't do that much hardcore stuff, but it makes me look like I'm freaking Mick Foley or something. It's weird. Yeah, there's a really cool video on there, and it's got a song from a friend's band and all that stuff. And yeah, it's really cool. Lots of clips and stuff. I wrestled over 1,000 matches. I've done stuff for WWE, you know, little stuff, extra work and dark matches and things over the years. But you know, here's the thing: I didn't want that lifestyle. A lot of people, they think they want it in WWE, but you know, then they find out later they don't. I didn't want that lifestyle on the road. I was never a body guy. You know, I never had like the big body and all that stuff. But I could out promo anybody to this freaking day. And most of them will admit to it as well. Trust me. Dusty Rhodes said I was a great promo. Terry Funk said I was a great promo. Big Van Vader said I was fantastic in the ring and I sold better than anybody he's ever worked with. You know, he probably says that to a lot of people, but I'll accept it. Dr. Death Steve Williams was a damn good friend of mine, and he retired in my ring, and it's such an honor that I'll always have. And he said I was one of the best promoters he ever worked with. So I had a hell of a wrestling career, and I'm not just here to name drop and put myself over. That's not what I do, but I had a really good wrestling career, and I trained over 200 wrestlers. Probably 30 of them still wrestle, and maybe 5 of them actually did something with that wrestling career. My advice for anybody who's getting into wrestling: forget about wrestling. Not stop, don't quit, do the opposite, but don't call yourself a wrestler, call yourself a business person. It's the wrestling business. It's not, you're not a pro wrestler. You're not fighting anybody, you're dancing. And I'm not saying anything that hasn't been revealed time and time again over the last 25 years. When I started, we had secret handshakes and we protected the business. And if somebody walked in the door into training, we all had to scatter because we didn't want them to see us all in the same ring, you know, going over bumps and stuff like that. But now all of that with Tough Enough and all the documentaries, that's all gone. I kind of hate that it's all gone. I'm really old school still. I want people to believe that what they're seeing is real, even though they know it's not. I want to suspend disbelief. And that is, here's the thing. If you're going to go get as much training as you can, don't expect to make money. If they give you $25 and a handshake and a hot dog, be grateful you're getting that. Be grateful if you get a meal or cover your gas money or save up enough to get gear. Guess what? When you go to school and you train on the job, you're paying to do that. You're not getting paid if you're an intern, okay? That is what the independent scene is when you start. Now, 10 years down the road, if you're in the independent scene and you have people that are coming, I'm going to talk to you as a promoter, and you have people that are coming to see you and they're cheering your name and you're over like a son of a bitch and you're selling merchandise. That's another thing. Get merchandise. Don't worry about what the promoter. I used to make $200-300 a night selling trail mix and t-shirts and trail mix and peanut butter And sometimes I'd even make Brandon's special spaghetti sauce, and I'd have this whole merch table full of like my trail mix was called Brandon's Bishop's Nuts. And I would sit there after the show, or if they had an intermission, or even before the show sometimes, and I'll be like, come on out, let me put my nuts in your mouth. I got sweet and salty nuts right here. And, come and put Bishop's nuts in your mouth. And I'd get a line. I sold them for $5 a sack. Come buy a $5 sack of my nuts. And people were cracking up, especially if I was a face out there. Because when I'm face, I am a shilling son of a bitch. I'm carny as they come. And I will make you love me. If I need to be a heel, I'm out there still doing the same thing. But hey, I'm going to put my nuts in your mouth. You look like you need my nuts in your mouth. Come over here, buy my nuts. They're freaking delicious. The trick to my nuts, and don't let this get out, I put butterscotch. Was it butterscotch? I hear ducks outside. There's a lot of ducks around here. I think they know that I'm here because I fed them like crazy last time they saw this van. They're like, it's the van. He's got the granola. Sorry, I don't have granola. I don't eat it anymore. But if I might buy some just for the ducks. Actually, nope. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm not going to be here for 2 months. But the next time I come, you guys got granola. You hear me next time, ducks. But anyways, yeah, Bishop's Nuts always sold really well. Thank you. I try to give good advice. I actually fell in love with wrestling again. If you have a ASY TV, which you should, here's the information right here. Me and Mike Bennett went on a 10 or 11 day road trip during an ice storm and during a pandemic, of course. And this wasn't planned. It was just supposed to be him, a documentary about him falling in love with pro wrestling again after WWE. And the guy, I never knew much about Mike Bennett. I wasn't a big Ring of Honor fan back in the day when he was there. I never saw him in Impact because I've never watched Impact until recently because all my friends are there, to include Mike and Maria. I wasn't expecting to do anything but film this documentary, but when I booked the entire tour. It's called I Love This Shit. It's on ASY TV. I think it's on YouTube as well. It's called I Love This Shit, a wrestling expedition with Mike Bennett. And I watched him fall back in love with the indies. I booked all my old contacts and came up with a few more. We did. The first one was Pele Pro in Dallas, or Arlington, Fort Worth, whatever. It's all stuck together down there. And I had a bunch of friends down there, and he killed it, man. I got to watch this guy in the ring. He's a freaking master. He's as good as name anybody. Randy Savage, William Regal. I mean, all my favorites. He's as good as any of them. Mike Bennett. Dare I say, pound for pound, and screw pound for pound. Dare I say he's probably bell to bell in the ring, one of the best in the world right now. Easily. So, yeah, anybody you think is amazing, watch Mike Bennett, and you'll be like, oh, okay, that's amazing. Never mind. Anyways, in Oklahoma City, we got to do a seminar together. He played good cop. I got to play bad cop. And I got to do a bunch of bumps, and I still had it. And he really put me over as a trainer, so I was really excited about it. And we did the same in Kansas City. We did the same in Collins, Iowa. And we did the same in a really big seminar in Rocky Mountain Pro in Denver. I had so much fun. I fell in love. The documentary is about him falling in love with wrestling again by doing these indie shows. Some of them are in front of 14 people. Some of them, like I said, pandemic and ice storm. 14 people came out in Oklahoma City during a freaking 6 feet of snow. It was crazy. But yeah, I fell in love with wrestling again too. And I've been wanting to do something. There's this, the opportunity hasn't come up, and I'm a little busy. I have a Comic-Con, the Super Ultra Mega Con in Colorado Springs, June 18th and 19th. Something I really need to get to work on when I get back. I have that coming up. I have ASY TV, all these shows. I can't turn down when Steven wants to go to the whiskey and bring me along and film the whole trip and all the stuff, the promotions and everything. I can't turn that down. So here I am. Holy crap. How long have I been rambling on? I guess I'll go another 10 minutes. But yeah, my advice to anybody who's just getting started in the wrestling business, you're a business person. You're not a pro wrestler. When William Regal signs, like the first thing he said to Bryan Danielson when he got signed to WWE, are you ready for your wrestling career to be over? William Regal told us that. And I got William Regal's my favorite wrestler. I can't believe they let him go. Are they stupid? No, they're money hungry, but in that instance, very stupid. Wherever he goes is going to be a lucky place. I'm hoping he goes to like Ring of Honor or something when they come back. Ring of Honor just called me. Oh, by the way, Ring of Honor's This Is Women's Wrestling. Is that what it's called? It's all about the tournament. I filmed that documentary. I filmed it in Baltimore and I filmed it in Philly at the old ECW arena. It's on YouTube. It's free to watch. It's called This Is Women's Wrestling. I think it's called that. Just go onto the Ring of Honor YouTube page and scroll around and you'll find it's a hour documentary. I filmed 12 hours of footage for it. And the guy who put it together, Zane, did a bang up job. He could literally make part 2, part 3, part 4. There's so much stuff that I was just like, oh, I can't believe I left that out. Like it ends with Roxy winning the Ring of Honor championship. It was about the tournament. But after that, the cameras kept rolling. Like I got all of the after stuff. Maria, Roxy, Miranda, I got all the after stuff, the big round of applause that everybody gathered around the curtain. And I have so much stuff that didn't make the cut. And this is one of the few things I've ever filmed that I didn't have to cut. Regal, I don't think he should have been world's champion. Maybe for a month or two. I think he should have been the guy that everybody wanted to be champion. Of course, I wanted him to be champion. He made a great intercontinental champion. He's not a Hulk Hogan personality, even though he has better facials. And that's another thing. Advice, work on your facials. Get into the mirror. Like, I do it to this day, and I haven't wrestled since 2015. Like, I always tell people, like, some of the biggest names in the business I've talked to about this, and I give them advice when they're cutting a promo or they're just selling. Make your face hurt. Emotion starts in the eyes. Make your eyes hurt. It spreads to your face. Make your face hurt. And that'll go to the rest of the body. And the next thing you know, you're cutting a hell of a promo because you really feel it. You really feel it. See what I'm saying? That's just, acting 101. But a lot of pro wrestlers, they're just going, I have to learn how to do a moonsault. I've never done a moonsault in my life in a ring during an actual match. I did a few in training when I was trying to, when I was that guy, like, I got to learn how to do a moonsault or I can't be a wrestler. I hurt my balls and the tip of my toes so bad that I said, I will never do a moonsault. I could have been in the ring with William Regal and it's like, hit me with the moonsault, which he would never say. And I would never do it because my balls hurt for a month. And the tips of my toes, because I didn't straighten out my feet, were black. Never again, never again. And I was never that guy like, hey, can we put down a pad? We had plenty of pads. I just wanted to do it and see if I could do it. I was fearless. That was 2000, the year 2000 when I started wrestling, 22 years ago. Jesus. But yeah, man, it was just, it was an honor to sit there and talk to William Regal. He gave me some of the best compliments of my life. And that evening I was dressed like a hot dog and I got to be a rosebud. And then Adam Rose kicked my head off. And I got to be kind of friends with Ray after that. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, advice. There's so much. I mean, literally, I love giving wrestling advice because it makes me feel relevant. That's about it. And just don't stop. Be a business person. Don't call yourself a pro wrestler for years until you got about 100 matches underneath you, because it's just like growing up. When you're a teenager, like my son is now, you think you know everything because you only know what you know so far. So when you're a teenager, you think you know everything until you get to your 20s. And then you look back on your teenage years and you're like, I didn't know shit. But you think you know everything in your 20s. Like, oh, I didn't know shit back then, but I know everything now. Because then you turn 30 and you have those 10 years of being in your 30s and you look back on your 20s and you're like, I didn't know shit in my 20s. I didn't know nothing. I was such an idiot. I was a douchebag. Like, what is wrong with me? I hate the guy that I was in my 20s, and I do. But you think you know everything when you're in your 30s. Of course, I've been around for 30 years, 35 years. I mean, hell, I know everything now. Then you reach the 40s. And then the time segments shorten up because you think you know everything when you're 40 to 44. You're like, oh God, I was terrible in my 20s and I'm still stupid in my 30s. Oh, what an idiot. And then you turn 45 and you're like, wow, I didn't know anything in my early 40s that definitely didn't know anything before that. That's life. That is life. I'm 48. I'll be 49 this year. I know I look really, really insanely good. And thank you for saying that. Just kidding. I don't feel anywhere near 50. I don't think I look 50. Do I? Come on. When I lose another 25 pounds, I'll feel even better about that statement. But I know when I turn 50, I'm going to look back in my 40s and every year before that and be like, you know what? I didn't know shit. It's just a growing up. And in wrestling, it's the same thing. When you get started and you're training, you're like, oh, I'm picking up on this stuff. I'm starting to get it. No, you're not. You'll watch your matches back and be like, wow, I did some good stuff there. Nope. Because after about 100 matches, you'll look back at your early matches where you thought you knew something and realize, oh my God, I didn't know nothing. And then, 250 matches, you'll look back at your 100th match and be like, wow, that was a shit show. And then, you'll retire and be like, I can't even watch those old matches. You only watch them for comedy purposes at that point. Anyway, who else do we got on here? We got numbers. I got 7 people on here right now. Whoop, that just went down. Oh, who do we got here? Party on, Wayne. Are you Garth? GSHL TV. What is that? A competition to ASY TV? What are you, huh? You want to go? You want to fight? I'm kidding. I don't want to fight anybody. I do want to finish my burritos, which are now cold because I decided to talk to you instead. And I don't look near 50. Wow. You have not seen me naked. And hopefully you haven't, because I think you're very young. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have said that. And no, okay, good. Thank goodness. I don't need no more competition. I'm already dealing with Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and Disney Plus and Paramount Plus and Plus and HBO Max and Max. I got all these competition. And all I want from you is $5 a month, 17 cents a day. Okay, that is it. Less than a cup of Starbucks coffee. Right here's how you get ASY TV. What do we got here? It's too old to be this channel is 11 this month. Oh, my YouTube channel is 11 years. Here's the thing about this YouTube channel, and I don't want you to go snooping around on it. I've taken a lot of stuff and made it hidden. I started this YouTube channel. This was the Brandon Bishop YouTube channel. Okay. I'd put wrestling matches on here. All the bands that I would sing for, I'd put all of that stuff on there. Lots of stuff from my kid. And it's all still on there because I can't I don't know. Like, I can download it, but it would take months to get all that stuff off of here. And I'm it's just on here, but it's on hidden playlists now. So like, there's a lot of stuff with my kid and like stuff with ex-girlfriends and stuff from like a decade ago. It just comes up sometimes. I'm like, that's on there. Like, oh crap. And I had so many subscribers from like the wrestling stuff and the band stuff and the, personal stuff that I didn't want to lose all those subscribers. So now we got like what, 3,500, 4,000 subscribers. And I'm just like, well, I can't get rid of that stuff because then I'll go beneath my hours that I have to have. And it's a pain in the ass, YouTube, trust me. So it's monetized now. You guys can give me money right now. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. I don't know, but it's on all that stuff. I go through StreamYard, which puts it out everywhere. So you'll find this on everything. You got to go because your phone is about to die. Excuses. I think mine is too, actually. And it is almost an hour. I got 1 minute left to talk to you people. What's my last thing? So what's the last thing I'm going to talk about? I got a burrito here. Is that the last thing? Well, thank you again for all your support. Is your name Courtney? I've only known you as Coostapes, which, yeah, sounds weird. Like, oh, did you see her Coostapes? I'm sorry, I got a bad brain. Okay, so I guess the last shot's going to be me eating this. Oh, yours has been on here for 11 years. Well, so is mine. I think longer, maybe 12 years. It's crazy how time flies, isn't it? I remember setting this thing up like, oh, I'll never use that. There's nothing good on YouTube. Now all I do is watch YouTube. For some reason that's better cold. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up early and drive to Los Angeles, and I'll probably do a live stream from the whiskey or something this week, or from whatever the hell we're doing. So thank you guys. Be good to each other. Quit smoking if you're quitting. If you need to, if you smoke, let's see what else. If you need to lose weight, try the carnivore diet. Van life is awesome. Get ASY TV. Like and subscribe this channel. Please smash that like button. I hate people that say that. But yeah, do that. And tell your friends about ASY TV, man. It's how I make a living. It's how all of this is possible. I don't want anything from you that I don't deserve. So I'm going to keep busting my ass to give you the best programming that I can possibly give you. We have so many cool things coming up. ASY TV 2.0 is coming up pretty soon. Want to know what that is? Wait and find out. There's going to be live streams on there. There's going to be like an actual TV network with, you can just watch 24/7. There's going to be pay-per-views. There's going to be so much new programming, new episodes of the stuff you watch already. Yeah, reach out to Heath. Punch him in the mouth for me. Tell him I need that 15 minutes of footage. He knows what I'm saying. Anyways, love you guys. Be good to each other. Talk to you soon.